Don't think for 1 second that I forgot about the Detroit Red Wings. Now, it's true, we have not been streaming Red Wings games. In fact, we've only streamed 3 teams, Montreal, Edmonton, and Toronto, but a lot of that does have to do with the fact that I do not have the channels for these Red Wings games. Because they're not playing Canadian teams anymore, it's quite difficult to find myself the channels, and right now we're having discussions at home whether or not it's possible to get some more channels for the opportunity to allow me to stream some other games for the Red Wings, etc. But even though I didn't watch what happened last night against the Carolina Hurricanes, we were literally watching the Habs game while the Red Wings game was going on, I did check up afterwards, do my due diligence, read up what happened, and watch the highlights to see just how Filip Zadina, Dylan Larkin, Robby Fabbri, Bobby Ryan, and Jonathan Bernier played in yesterday's 4-2 win against Carolina. And I'll tell you right here, I am pumped, because if we just go over the box score, just not even go over the highlights or whatever, just take a look at the final score, it was a 4-2 win for Detroit. Yeah, that's right. They scored 4 goals on Peter Mrazek and the Carolina Hurricanes, and if you take a look at what happened here, you had yourselves Filip Zadina, who had 2 assists here on the night, Dylan Larkin, who had 2 goals, Robby Fabbri, who was over here scoring, Bobby Ryan, who came over here, and we had ourselves some very good performances from guys like Filip Hronek, for example, who acted as a goalie, keeping the puck out of his own net, while Jonathan Bernier was down, out, and off to the side. This was a very interesting game, and I'll say this right away here first. So, even though I don't really watch too many Red Wings games on the local stream, usually when I watch Red Wings, it's against Toronto, so it's the CBC Sportsnet feed or whatever, or they rip whatever NBC footage they have. It was really interesting seeing the highlights on the YouTube channel here on the NHL's YouTube page, because the commentary was so biased, and I absolutely love that. There's a certain charm that comes with biased commentary, so don't even think for a second that that's a bad thing, in my opinion. It might be a bad thing to you, I'm not really too sure. If you can let me know in the comments down below, that would be very well appreciated. But for me, I just love seeing the little, oh, are you kidding me kind of things that happen whenever the Hurricanes had some really good plays. But you know, Filip Zadina, he is the guy who a lot of people in Detroit land are saying, yep, this guy was part of the reason why we won this game, man. Because starting things off with the first goal of the game, this was a Bobby Ryan goal out in front, where Filip Zadina comes in the second period, and he absolutely steals the puck down low. It's a good old-fashioned pickpocket. The guy's thinking he's going to take the puck one way, but then all of a sudden, boop, his stick is up in the air. Filip Zadina steals it like the magician he can be, comes down low behind the goal line, puts it out in front. Bobby Ryan on the stick, off the stick really quickly. It's by Peter Mrazek. 1-0 Detroit. This was Filip Zadina's first assist on the year. Bobby Ryan gets his first goal of the year too. So, hey, right away, awesome to see there for the Red Wings. The first goal of the year scored by Bobby Ryan, one of the more emotional stories coming into this lineup. That's just poetic, isn't it? They got shut out 3-0 the first game. Hey, they're back on the board. Bobby Ryan, let's go, baby. The Hurricanes then got on the board immediately after. It was Andrei Svechnikov coming over here. Dougie Hamilton got a point, I believe, as well. And then, just a little bit after that, take a look at this. It's Dylan Larkin, who out-battles his way to the puck. And unfortunately, he's going a little bit too fast. He can't get the shot on goal as he's heading towards the goal line. So he wraps it around. And all of a sudden, it pops out back in front, deflects off the back of Trocheck's stick and in. Dylan Larkin gets his first goal as the captain of the Red Wings. By the way, he's the captain now. We haven't made a video about the Red Wings since before he got that captaincy label. Apologies to the Red Wings fans, it's just, there were just so many other topics I wanted to talk about. But, hey, it's Anthony Mantha, Tyler Bertuzzi getting on the assist column here, but Larkin pretty much did all the work, like, I'm gonna be honest here. Mantha, honestly, according to what people said, didn't really look all too great compared to some of the other really good stars on this team, and quite frankly, I'm going to say in my biased point of view, because I only saw the highlights on the NHL's YouTube page, which was only a 10-minute video, so it's definitely not the entire package of what Mantha had to do with this game, but there were a few plays out there where it was showcased in the video where I was like, okay, why is Mantha not doing this? Why is he just standing there? Why is he letting the puck go away from him? It's kind of weird, but again, The good things outweigh the bad things, I guess, and Dylan Larkin, Filip Zadina, these guys were two very good things. You had Andrei Svechnikov, who tied everything up once again towards the middle part of the third period, but all of a sudden, with the end result, with 3 minutes left in the third, it is a Filip to Robby Fabbri goal. Hronek sends it over, and it's Filip Zadina down low who throws it out. Robby Fabbri gets himself a shot that goes behind Mrazek. Zadina, the absolute magician as he is, setting up a very duplicitous kind of play that Peter Mrazek just straight up wasn't expecting. Next up, though, it was Dylan Larkin who forced his way back out into the neutral zone with the puck. He ends up getting the empty net because of some incredible work ethic. That is the mindset you want from a captain. And what we saw here from Zadina and Larkin was an extraordinary performance of what is to come. May I remind you, Dylan Larkin is a guy who is only 24 years old. Filip Zadina, by the way, he's a guy who's also on this hockey team. He was really good, 21 years old. So these guys in the 2021 season, where we're finally seeing Zadina being given free rein to do what it is he's doing best, play in the NHL, do some very nice moves, and show off why people thought he would have been the third overall pick in 2018, in front of guys like Brady Tkachuk, Quinn Hughes, Adam Boakfist. Yeah, I think it's time to start showing off to the league why he was supposed to be like that, and he kicks things off right away with 2 assists on the night. He is up there with 2 points in 2 games played. Obviously, the game last time was a shutout, so nobody got any points, but again, Bobby Ryan's over here getting goals, Robby Fabbri's getting goals, Zadina looks good as well. Dylan Larkin with that goal-a-game pace because, hey, of course he's going to go out there and do that. But there also were a few other things that I wanted to touch on as well. Jonathan Bernier, hey, he's looking pretty good. Pretty nice play out of Bernier. Obviously, we saw in the previous game it was Thomas Greiss. That guy was absolutely phenomenal, even though he lost 3-0. So it's nice to see some goal support here for the Red Wings. We saw several breakaways for Vladislav Namestnikov, and that was, that wasn't all too great. We hope he can get a goal next time he goes on one of those, right? I think everybody can kind of say the same thing about Namestnikov. Good to get in position, good to find those opportunities. It's just burying them, not putting them into the goalie's pads and forcing him into the net while the puck is still there. But regardless, he was pretty dangerous as well. Matthias Brome is a guy whom a lot of people have been saying their praises for, and he actually looks pretty interesting. In the previous game, I think it was noted that there were a lot of head fakes that he did, a lot of really nice duplicitous kind of plays, and it was nice to see that different kind of element. You could tell that he really wants to work and earn his spot here, but he's playing on the 4th line right now, so we'll see how his career in the NHL continues. But to end things off, we'll just say this. Dylan Larkin didn't even want a hat trick. He tried to give Namestnikov a goal, and he tried to get him out there, putting his first on the year. It didn't work, but hey, that's captain material right there. The Red Wings are looking pretty alright this season, man. Sure, they might still finish last, but the little victories, man, it's the little things, these kinds of games where we win and we say, yep, that was great. These are the games that we have to take a look at and focus on, because the Red Wings, they're rebuilding right now, so any small victory, any really nice performance, hey, let's give it up for the Red Wings. And of course, I only know it's one game. They're going to lose a whole bunch of other games. They're going to win a whole bunch of other games. But we'll be here to talk about them as they happen. I hope you enjoyed this video. Comment down below what you think about the Red Wings, the Hurricanes, the game last night, etc. Such that 99. And bye.